Hey guys, Dr. Christy Ennis. Welcome to Follow Me Friday, where motion is lotion, and I'm coming at you from the floor today. You're either going to get on the floor or on your bed for all of these exercises, and the one little piece of equipment you need is a pillow. So let's get started. We're going to start by getting our abs engaged. So you want to think about very gently just pulling that belly button towards the spine. And you want your back in a happy position, meaning it might be arched a little, it might be flattened a little. It's whatever feels comfortable for your body is kind of where you want to start. So that's your starting position. From here, you're going to take one leg and you're going to let it fall out to the side as far as you can, keeping those abs engaged and also making sure that this opposite hip doesn't pop off the ground. We're going to try to get 10 on each side, and we're working through all the stability muscles today that help support that back so that that back feels a heck of a lot better, hopefully by the time we are done. I'll let you know if mine does. Couple more on this side. Of course, you're breathing. At any time, if you need to take a break, you can. I'm going to switch, put my hand on that opposite hip, and let that opposite leg fall out. You may notice that one side is a little bit easier than the other, and that is because even though these muscles work together, they do have both sides. So one side is, or goodness, that whole statement, one side can be weaker than another. Again, remember breathing. You're engaging in this leg that's not moving, but making sure you're not gripping for dear life with your toes, which I think I found myself doing there for a minute. We're going to get 2 more on this side. And then we're moving on, same position, same idea. We're going to alternate marching legs. So it's just a little lift up and back down to the ground. Now make sure as you're doing this, you're paying attention to that leg coming back down too. So oftentimes where I see people go wrong is that they do great lifting, and then when they go down, they kind of arch that spine. So really just keep things nice and level. And that means if you can't lift as high, totally okay, right? We want things to feel good today. Well, every day, but especially right now. We're going to get a few more on each side. So 2 more on each side. Bring my hands down to my side in preparation for the next one. We're going to bring those heels together, turn those toes out. So we're opening up the hips here, and we're going to work multiple glute muscles with this one. So if it feels okay, you're going to tilt your pelvis so that you're flattening your back. If not, it's okay to totally keep it where you have it. And then we're going to think about lifting those hips up. You're going to keep those knees open. Once you get to the top, pause just for a second. And then with control, bring it back down. Now, 2 things to keep in mind here. 1, you're only lifting as high as you can without arching through any part of the spine. And 2, even if you're not arching your spine, if you find that it's uncomfortable to lift very high, again, totally okay to just start with a small lift. And again, goal here is 10, but at any time, if you need to stop, you listen to your body. Always listen to your body. Unless it is telling you something not good, then don't listen. Sometimes my body tells me that I need cupcakes and wine, and I still listen to that too. We're going to do 2 more, and then we're going to turn our feet straight forward. And this is where you need your pillow. So I'm going to turn, so now both feet are pointing forwards. I'm going to grab my pillow, place it in between the legs. We're doing a bridge again, and we're squeezing into that pillow this time. So it's lift and squeeze. So we're actually getting those inner thighs to work along with the glutes and the abs. So we're using all of those hip muscles today to really support us. That's what core stabilization really is using all the muscles that are going to help support you, not just the abs, even though those are important as well. And remember, you can give a little extra squeeze at the top. If it feels good, you can flatten that back. But if it doesn't, same idea as the last one, you just stay in whatever spine position you're comfortable with. And you may find that that changes day to day and week to week. We're going to do 2 more like this, and then we're going on our side for our last 2 exercises. Last one. Awesome. I'm going to just toss this pillow because we don't need it. And I'm going to roll right onto my side. So important thing here, if your hip is bothering you at all, you can stick a pillow underneath there. You want to be able to roll all the way onto that side. And from here as well, you want to make sure your legs are straight. So you should be able to look down and see your toes and your feet, but not very much of your leg. If you see a lot of your legs are too far forward. If it's more comfortable for you, you can bend that bottom leg. And you're taking this top leg, we're going to rotate that foot down just a little bit to really engage those side buns. And then we're lifting. Notice again, not lifting very high. I'm aiming towards that back heel. Now, if for any reason that feels uncomfortable, just go ahead and keep those toes pointing straight forward. No big deal, right? I'm going to stay here because for me, this actually does feel better. And we're going to actually do 2 on this side before we switch to the other side. 2 exercises, that is, not just 2 reps. So again, trying to let everything relax, but you are keeping your torso away from the ground just a little bit. I am going to do 1 more. And then I'm going to keep my hips where they are, but now I'm going to bend both knees. Don't let your hips slide forward, right? Stay right here. Heels are going to stay glued together, and now I'm going to open up that top leg. You're opening up as high as you can, of course, without pain, and also only as high as you can without rolling backwards. So if you are tight and you are in pain, it may only be a little bit. And of course, if any of these hurt, it's okay to skip 1 or 2. Not more than that, no, just kidding. You skip whatever ones just don't feel right for your body and stick with the ones that do. Hopefully they all do. Halfway on this one. Try not to grip for dear life with this opposite hand either. 2 more and then we're switching sides. All right, same idea. We want to make sure that we're setting up properly first. So I'm all the way on my hip. I've got my legs not too far forward. I'm going to bend that bottom leg. Little lift away with the torso. Bring this leg back in line. Turn that toe down and then lifting here. And again, just a nice gentle hand on the mat or on your bed. The only time this doesn't work all that well on the bed is if your mattress is really smooshy. Other than that, it usually works pretty well. Pay attention if one side's easier than another too. That will lead you some guidance as, okay, this side is weaker, and maybe that one needs actually a little bit of extra TLC too. We don't have to work everything evenly if we're not even. 2 more, and then we're going into that last one of that clamshell. Bring that leg down. Keep that bottom leg bent. I'm going to bend the top one, but not move my hips. Feet stay glued together, and then I'm lifting up. And you can probably tell on this side, I cannot lift nearly as high as I can on the other side. Now you can guess which side my issues are on, right? You should have seen it before I started these exercises. Okay, we've got 3 more, and then you're done. And as always, if you need to add a little stretching at the end, please make sure you do so to make sure everything feels super duper.